Hello everybody and welcome to Oregairu Season 3 Episode 6 Anime Review. Once again, we've ended another episode where all I can say is just poor Yui. Like, this is just torture at this point for her. What did she do wrong? You know, she's good, she's great. Stop this. Stop this nonsense going on right now. Let her have something. But other than that, Hikigaya also got the ball rolling on his plan, his counterproduction, a lot of counters going on. It was good. Anyway, let's jump into the episode, see what went down. Hopefully Yui has a good time. Wouldn't put money on it though. Let's do this. We begin the episode with your girl, Iroha. She catches up to Hikigaya, punches him for being a pain in the ass, basically, and, you know, good stuff. Won't talk to him. She's walking on ahead really quickly until they get to a vending machine where she's like, okay, buy me a drink and everything. That happens. He gets a Max coffee and some other drink that's not important. Probably, I presume his plan was, well, she's not going to take the Max coffee, so I can have that one. So he offered her the choice. It wasn't a real choice, was it? Exactly. Apologies for the prom. This is from Iroha now, because basically the prom is what caused this whole thing with him and Hikigaya. He is Hikigaya. The other one, Yukino, and I guess Yui as well. He's like, don't worry about it. We had to do something about it anyway. It just sort of happened to be this that struck the chord, so to speak. Stuff there. He asks, why do you really want the prom? Because obviously she was avoiding it before. Why do you really want it? And it's because Hiratsuka Sensei's leaving, and then he does a thing where he's like, what a strong bond. The bond forged from the so many talking tos in the teacher's office and detentions and all this. But no, that's not exactly what she meant as well. She was like, yeah, that too, but also she's like, I don't have many friends, and it's like, okay, you're Iroha, and she was like, so I want to do my best for all of you lot, because you guys are my real friends and you're all leaving, so I'm going to send you off properly. And it's like, nice Iroha. I do like Iroha. I couldn't stand her. I said this before, I couldn't stand her at first, but she's properly grown on me. Well, that's good. And then they want to do, but the same sort of people. They want to get things done. They don't want to have any regrets, basically. So that's what they're going to do. Yeah, like Iroha. Curious how she's going to come into play in the final. I mean, we're halfway through. Hopefully, Iroha gets a big part. Hopefully, everyone gets a big part. Is that too optimistic? I want everyone to do things because I love all of them equally. Is that so wrong? Later on, Hiki's eating with Komachi. He has to pick between a tall, thin bowl or a shorter, fat bowl, but it's the same stuff in it either way. And he's like, choices. I get it. Because of the drinks earlier. He asks what she's doing for graduation, and she gets a bunch of things. She's going on a class trip, which Hikigaya isn't happy about. But, you know, she glares at him, and that's enough to shut your boy up. Also, a party, that's a thing. He's making notes on everything she's doing, by the way, because he's like, okay, we might be able to do something with this. Also, then they do a little graduation speech thing, which is apparently something they did in, kindergarten, or not kindergarten, the other one. Elementary. I'm so good at remembering things. Elementary, but that's not a thing that happens anymore or whatever. And then he, after a bit more banter and everything, shows her the website, I guess, for the prom. He's like, yeah, this is what we're doing. I did like that it wasn't, he didn't even explain that, oh yeah, it might not happen. He was like, this is what we're doing. This is definitely happening. Like, in his head, it getting cancelled isn't even a conceivable thing. And that's good. That's the kind of never say die attitude that we need from our boy, the Hachi man. The next day, he runs into Yui at the lockers and is immediately concerned about her and asks, hey, are you alright and everything? Which, Hiki, that's what got it started in the first place. Behave, son. He fills her in on what happened. This bit's kind of short. Fills her in on everything that happened about how he's opposing Yukino and all this, that, and the other thing. Basically, she wants to help him out, and at first I was like, "Oh my god, she's gonna sabotage," and that's what I was thinking. I was like, "She's a spy." I don't know why I thought that, but that's the immediate thought I had. Like, she's a spy. She's on Team Yukino, really. Don't believe her, Hachi man. But no, I doubt that strongly, especially considering the end of the episode and just she's gonna snap at some point. She's going through too much pain to not snap at some point, and it's gonna be a gut punch, isn't it? It's definitely gonna be a gut punch. They sit down at a nearby diner to go over the plan that only one of them has really had anything to do with. Hikigaya is like, we need a new bias for the PTA. Basically, we're gonna have our own prom that the school's not involved in, and then so that prom will be seen as way worse than the school prom, so they'll allow the school prom. It's a good plan. To get it through to Yui, who, let's face it, isn't the brightest, he uses ice cream and calories as an example. So, I mean, it got the point across. At first I was like, what are you talking about? But then I was like, no, actually, makes a lot of sense, especially for someone as, we'll say airheaded, will be nice. Airheaded as Miss Yui. Problem is, they need to create a doable plan that is feasible, so it's not too obvious what they're doing, but it's also awful. So like, it's, I guess, morally bad, like this is going to cause trouble, but at the same time not something that's completely unrealistic, like let's have a shotgun party, you know, or let's set off explosives on top of a, like that's not feasible. They're not going to buy that, and also the police would probably get involved, probably don't want that to happen. So, you know, gotta get the right sort of party. They call some people, they take their time, they each call some people to get people involved. Don't know what Yui was doing, because the 3 people that showed up later on, I'm almost convinced were all from Hikigaya. I guess Saki could have been Yui, but the other 2 were definitely Team Hiki. So that begs the question, what was Yui, was Yui just got distracted? Who knows? And then just before they get there, just a funny scene. I'm not going to put it anywhere else because, I mean, it's just a little scene. Just Yui making sure he eats his veggies. Like, you got to be big and strong, Hiki, come on. I thought that was fine. Funny scene. Weird scene. I wonder if it's a metaphor for something. This is the kind of show where I watch it and I'm like, is that a metaphor? Like, I feel like everything's a metaphor. Even when it isn't, which is that, I mean, I'm taking that as a good thing. The terrible trio of Saki, Totsuka, and Zaimakusa. I'm bad at pronouncing his name, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it right now. They all show up to help, basically. They fill them in on everything that's going, well, they probably left some stuff out. They fill them in on the important parts, basically. Totsuka asks, what is it you want to do? Hikigaya Hichiman. What is it you want to do? And he starts freaking out a little bit, you know, and then but Yui holds his hand to calm him and everything. It's like, oh, that's nice, maybe she does have a shot. Of course, that's what you're meant to think because of the thing later on. He doesn't care about the prom at all. He's not particularly concerned about the prom itself, but he wants it to go ahead. I guess more for everyone else's sake than his own. Like the people that have worked on it. Like Yukino and I guess Iroha as well. You know, because they care a lot more than he does, and he cares about what they care about. Sort of. That makes sense. Saki is actually helping Yukino. She can't help, you know. But she's going to help Yukino, and they say good luck with that. Totsuka is in the tennis club, and, you know, can't help because I almost said she. I almost got trapped. He is too busy for that, but he does say we'll help you out if you need it. So I guess that's what's going to happen. Hikigaya is going to need help, and he's going to be like, yo, tennis club, I need you to tennis me across the map. But thankfully, your boy, is he our boy? Zaimakusa, he's free to help, and he's like, I will help you next time. Mohaha, he does a cool thing when he leaves the store. But the diner, and as he leaves, Hiki was like, whoa, that was actually kind of cool, but why would you do that in the middle of the store? And it's like, you thought that was cool? Like, he's super chuny. I guess that's the point. I guess Hiki is his friend for a reason. Makes a lot of sense. Hikigaya and Yui go to a net cafe sort of thing. Internet cafe. Pick a room. Nice little touch here when they get the double room, the couple, what's it called? Pair room. He, like, when he points at it, his finger's shaking. Like, he's very nervous to be getting a pair room. Gotta find somewhere to hold the event. Yui Gahama. Why did I say her full name then? That was kind of weird. Or surname. Kind of weird. She shows a picture of you know, a hotel where her and her family went, and we get to see Yui Gamama, there we go, that's correct, in a bikini, and that's thumbs up. I guess we all had the same reaction as your boy Hiki, and Yui was like, please stop staring at my mum like that, it's kind of weird, my dude. The beach is where she wants to go. Legitimately forget if that beach is plot relevant. I can't remember a beach off the top of my head. But she seemed really sure on this beach. So maybe I need to like rewatch some stuff because I can't remember the beach for the life. There's not a beach episode, so to speak. So you know, there's that. They work through the night. Yui falls asleep on his shoulder, and it's like, oh, it's another one of them nice moments. Except, nope, she didn't fall asleep on his shoulder. She's actually a no-good lying bitch. I feel bad about saying that. Yui's great. She's not a bitch at all. She falls asleep on his shoulder, but not really. She's faking it. She's noticed that doing these things, the handhold earlier, this as well, it's not gonna change anything because the ending is already set in stone. You know, Yukino's gonna win. I think we've all accepted that at this point, and I think even the characters are starting to accept that. So, yeah, that is a thing that's happened. And she wants as much time as she can. Like, she wants this to kind of last as long as it can, so that she can keep doing these things. Because once it's over, she knows that's it. Then, you know, she sort of knows that this thing is gonna end with Hikigaya getting with Yukino, and then she'll be left out to dry, which I said before, I hope Yui gets something. And that's the end of the episode. Feel bad for your girl Yui. Just feel really bad for her every week. I want her to snap, be like, this is unbearable, and it is unbearable. We all feel bad for her. That's, I think, where we're at right now. My favourite part of the episode, we actually just talked about it. It's the part at the end of the episode when Yui is falling asleep and she sort of admits she's realised that she doesn't have a chance, basically. She knows what's going on, but she still selfishly wants to keep this up. She wants to win. She wants to be with your boy Hiki, but she knows it's not going to happen. And that is a bitter pill to swallow. And I've really enjoyed seeing that sort of realization with her throughout, you know, this season, especially. It's been very hard to watch, but boy, it's good. It's effective. That's what we're at, and that is why it's my favorite part of the episode. Yeah, this episode was another good one. We're building still, but I feel like we're getting further. We're getting close to the end of the build. The episode preview had a bit where Yui confronts the two of them on a bench, so maybe that got me. That's like, oh, this could be a thing that's gonna happen right now. It's a little bit worrying in a good way, in a good for content kind of way. But no, it's been a blast. This has been, I think, one of the more understated series of the season in a weird way. Like, you're not getting super hyped things happening, like, you know, like your Sword Arts, your ReZeros, you got a high school. I haven't watched that, but maybe that's good. But it's just really deep. Not deep is the wrong word. It, you know, the way they interact, the way they're thinking, you know, I really like that. I'm not explaining it very well at all, and I'm aware of that. But it's good the way the emotions are working, I guess. I think that's a good way of putting it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, that would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.